island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and I shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness. Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, means that we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs. They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Osean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircraft in your area belongs to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. Got a positive ID. Strider 1, unknown successfully identified. Updates on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting.
Let's help retreating Osean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Calling friendly birds! We take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help or we're still up and running! There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fighting. Look at that, they're all lined up. No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to see this. Erusian bastards! These are blatant war crimes! Take photos or whatever. If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle's been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
It's no use! Work to the right! Fire at that supply ship! It's the radicals that shot us in the back. I'll make them pay for this. Get Erusian!
Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Still in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Open the bay until Operation Feeding Time. Wait for that striker. Go with us! You see the enemy APC from there? These strikes in the sky. They say if you see them, you're a goner. Give the enemy position! No! The artillery fire sent a number on my hearing!
Check their ID before firing, Trigger.
Push him back! Fire! Fire at will! We need more ammo! I count 12 dead bodies here. Some of them collapsed. Reports nearby, so they could be researchers and the family. More likely, they were catch and well. Getting the landing craft! Many thanks, forecaster. We just have to smart ways to die.
Understood. Trigger, ID your targets before attacking. ID complete.
Target destroyed. We're moving out. Leave the cat behind. We'll come back to this island one day. Send them off properly.
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind. Missile away.
Taking fire from a Russian aircraft.
Trigger, that was an ally. Identify, then attack.
The hell? You're killing your own men. Continue the countdown. Do the countdown. There's still one arsenal bird left. Bomb. Have a fighting chance. Use cameras to track the supply ships. Don't fight with your back to the supply ship. We think we're done for.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood. Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired on? Of course. Chase off the bogies. There's no way there are. Almost there. Commence Operation No Return. These are all good.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them. Fox 2.
Hey, bomb is hard. We've taken heavy casualties.
Confirmed casualties from friendly fire. Our mission is to assist the retreat. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves. Well, now we know what's going on, but shit. We can't afford to take any more damage. Get out there and do something! Calling friendly birds! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hole! We need help while we're still in the running! There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fighting. Look at that, they're all lined up. No, they're not combatants. some of them aren't even landing. I can guess what happened here. I really don't want to think about it. Three strikes, you can count to three, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! Bastards! It's a blatant war crime!
Erosion! Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the number around here? It's all crazy people.
I just got the photograph. Let that be. Give us another search then. The men say they want to release the kills in the proper area.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship at the munitions depot is highly combustible.
You're asking for friendly fire. ID your targets.
Our guys even took out the enemy air support. What do we do now? Put them in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
We're down to less than half our
We just need to buy some time. Look in the bay until Operation Feeding Time. Move them away from the last crisis. Surrender when you lose your hands.
Trigger, ID your targets before attacking.
I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. There's one nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Tensei. We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
ID complete. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Hitting the landing craft. Many thanks, Longcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
Go with us. See the enemy APC from there? Push him back. Fire! Fire at will! We need more ammo! We're moving out! Leave the jet behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly. Hear us! We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks!
Continue the countdown. Not strong. Stupid. We're after the supply ship. Do the countdown. There's still one arsenal bird left. Full of bombs and a Russia will have a fighting chance. Cameras to track the supply ships. Behind the enemy. Don't fight with your back to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for.
It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side? Who's firing at each other?
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from Allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. What are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
Where's our damn air support?
Guys, before we make it in time.
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. I'm sure we're there already.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Your timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile. Understood. Fox 2.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase out the bogies! There's no way they're ours!
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Trigger, boss, get over here quick.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time. Missile away. Target is down.
Control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. Go for launch. This is Control. Airway closing. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Watch Control. Watch back.
Strider 1, target acquired. Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away. More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Hey you! Tell Matt there's scratches on his tail. Hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Russian tanks over here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
Here's a bit of intel for you. Should, if you can help those refugees.
Count me in.
That's right.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I'm thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
Use the smoke canister. I'm just taking this to the enemy's doorstep. Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Just right here!
Lancaster, we confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Hurry!
Good job! The enemy can enter to this. I don't think I could do anything with that slap.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure state.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it's of an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network. All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
Sitting ducks like this.
Let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
Supply ship's in the clouds.
Can't find it. Can't let them complete their mission.
Missile hit its target. Everybody, keep a safe distance to avoid getting caught in the explosion.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. We've recalculated the remaining time.
Ammunition 0.
That's a confirmed direct hit by the missile. Keep it up. Bring down those supply ships. 90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them. Supply ship deployed.
We all enjoyed the pretty fireworks. This thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her in her lifetime, that may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress.
Can't say I blame him.
Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Balkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
outer space?
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trey?
You take because you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Husha.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Rusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
Enemy has a beat on you.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused.
I know. We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vasilij, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemies' enemy, but not our friends. Target acquired.
We don't have enough AA weapons.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Resistance is strong. They seem to be desperate.
Target is in machine gun range.
Watch two!
Watching chaff and flare supply.
They have 4 aircraft. More planes incoming. Fire more missiles. Where's that squad with the fighters? They're blocking us. We're unable to use the SAMs. Help me!
Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
That's Shalaji Castle.
They're here already. They can pay for it to our scouts.
Gun range.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere secure on the ground. That's where I'm where you are. And cover your head with your jet engine.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Target destroyed.
Stand it down. We're running out of ways to strike back.
I've been spiked.
Set up AA weapons. Put them on a flat surface. Shit. We still have plenty of missiles left, and the launcher is close. Please, somebody
Fox 2.
Something I'll tell my son about.
Target acquired.
Hey, destroyed! Getting stuck! Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This mountain seems like we can get up there. Along with hope of restoration. No matter what, hurry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily. It's launched.
Why aren't we and the others airborne?
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane. Soul Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood. You are in violation of Shiraji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down. This is the Ocean long-range strategic striker. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us. You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to talk in so tough after losing one of your leaders at Monty. You bastard! You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace.
Locked on.
Disintegrated.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
I'm on my target's tail.
You're out of chaff and flares. Fox 2. Working in unison. I'm out. Ejecting. I hope he's okay. Bailing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. His braking takes him to safety. 3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger. Welcome. I know. He's been hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
As expected, a lucky shot would be boring. Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch from the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person.
Yui. Muscle squad infiltrating it. Those fighting force are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. No good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Look up. Might just cost us our lives.
Strider 1, target acquired.
It's not bad.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Something to guide us. We can't think of anyone other than... I taught you something. Fighters don't move. The enemy plays the cosmos in the skies. They're what the Venezuelan Air Force should be fighting against.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps one of them learned to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. You found out you did not make it toy. I have the luck. Headmaster's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces. This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strays. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've found every last one of them.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
He got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit. Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?